everyone. How you doing? It's so nice out. I'm streaming outside tonight. And since I unexpectedly had the night off from work, and I haven't done it in quite a while, I treated myself to a bottle of wine on my way home from work. So here we go. Yeah. Starting the night off right. Where am I? Okay. Who do we have here? Hey, Brandon. Hi, Reagan. Hey, Kara. Hey, Allie R. Elizabeth. Hey, Cool Gamer. Hey, Estella. Hi, Wonderlust. It's your first live. Awesome. Welcome. Glad to have you here. How was everyone's holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend? I hope well. Hope everyone had a good time, stayed safe. No way, Elizabeth. Masterson's been found guilty? I thought for sure he would have gotten off. I'm assuming that's who you're talking about because that seems to be who the chat's talking about. I make it make sense. Wow. I still have the cough. Sorry, you're going to hear it. It actually woke up today. It was better, but then the day went on and got worse. I think the trick was because like last night I was going to stream, but I said, nah, I'm just going to go sleep. And I couldn't fall asleep though. So I took a sleeping pill and I slept. I slept good and hard for like 7 hours. And I woke up and I felt like it was getting better. So I think I need to do that again tonight. So am I taking a sleep? No, I can't take a sleeping pill. I'm drinking wine. I drink a bottle of wine. That should help. Wonderlust says, I have much respect for you. You've opened my eyes. Awesome. What did I open your eyes about? Because your name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure who you are. So, I mean, welcome. But I'm not sure what I opened your eyes about. Hi, Megan. Hi, Lily. Hi, Sunny D. Mother Earth. All right. I'm trying not to put that in front of the camera. Oh, you took an Ambien last night? I can't take that shit. Oh, no. Well, that sucks. I've done things. You see, like, I've gotten really shit-faced before in my life, or even with other chemicals, I've gotten really fucked up. But, like, I've never been to the point where I was blackout drunk or whatever. Like, I never got to a point where I didn't remember shit. Like, I may not have remembered it right away in the morning. Like, throughout the day, I would be like, oh, my God, that's right. I did that last night. You know what I mean? Or someone might have had to say something to remind me, but then it came back. I remembered. That's the worst I've ever gotten. However, on Ambien, I have no recollection of anything. It's crazy. Like, it's scary. I never had that before. Oh, nonsense for starters? Oh, okay. Awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to turn people against nonsense or anything like that. I'm really not. I just want people to see her lies for lies. That's all. I mean, I got nothing against her personally or as a person. I think that she's been doing some really fucked up shit for, I don't know why, and she's really harmed at least one person. So I just want that to be acknowledged. No memory of your milkshake? Yeah, it is scary, right? It fucking is. Oh my God. Like, I mean, thankfully, like the worst thing I heard that I did was I was trying to pay the pizza man. We didn't even order pizza. It was like 3 a.m. But I was trying to pay him through the dishwasher. Like, that's like the worst thing I heard that I did. But it's weird, though, because you have no memory of it. I sound a lot better. Yeah. It's getting better slowly. I mean, I still have the cough pretty bad, but it's not as bad. You just took an Ambien, huh? Is that your way of telling me you're going to have no recollection of the things you just said in chat? I can't make myself laugh. Okay. Anyways, let me get to the point of the stream. So, And I just saw this too, like on my way home from work. I saw that Nonsense had put a community post up here. I'll go ahead and pull it up. I'll share screen. Okay, so here we go. So I saw this on her community post on my way home from work. Sorry. It's a great video by Heels in the Air. A lot of people forget that the connecting pieces and the fact that these people have been in this shit together, spewing MGL's lies for over 10 months. Are the emails part of the plan, MGL with your crew? And I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? And then I looked down and I saw the hashtags. I'm like, why am I being hashtagged to this shit? So then I clicked on the video, which I'm going to. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna commentate to this video, but I'm kind of reluctant to let it play sound wise because I know that Heels in the Air. I mean, I don't think she ever struck Unirock, but I know she talked about it. So that kind of makes me leery because see, I am of the belief. I've said this. I don't know how many times before on my channel, and I'll say it again. Anything and everything you find uploaded to my channel, have at it, man. Do whatever you want with it. I'm never gonna strike anyone. I'm never gonna say shit. I would love a shout out, but even that I don't have any right to demand, It's proper etiquette, I think, but I can't demand it, But everything there is to use however you want. Because you see, especially when your a channel like many of these are us channels, the channels that I talk about and who talk about all of us, whatever. We all take content from other media sources and then we make our own content out of those media sources. We add to it, sure, but we still work off of a lot of other people's media sources. So I make my thing, I make whatever it is I make out of media sources. I add my little bit to it and then I put it up there. So you know what? Then it's everybody else's right to take what I put out there and use that media source and make whatever they want out of it. I'm not any special link in this change where I get to fucking break it off. I don't want to break it off. I look at it this way. Anyone and everyone who uses anything from my channel, especially if they give me a shout out, but not even if they give whatever, just using it is only going to get me a little bit more exposure. Why would I want to shut that down? Why? Because I don't like how they're using the shit that I put out there that I got from other places. Like, it's not my art, So, but that's my take on it. But I guess Heels in the Air feels differently about it. I'm not saying that anything. Fucking trains, I swear to God. If it's not the train, it's a fire alarm. It's something. Stop it! God, we heard the beep the first time. Sorry, he was hitting the lock thing on that. You did it twice. Anyway, I'm not saying anything negative about Heels in the Air. I'm just saying that that's the only time I've ever heard a content creator ever threaten to strike someone because they didn't like how they were commentating to their shit. That's all. So I'm a little nervous here. I am. I don't think I've ever gotten a strike on my channel. I have no idea. At least nothing that could be held against me anyways. Apparently I can't find my mouth. Anyway, let me skip ahead past the intro. All right, so as you see here on the screen, which you do see here on the screen, right? Okay. Oh, new member. Yay, Winterlass, welcome. Glad to have you. Yay. So as you see here in the beginning of her video, she's posting clips from, I think it was Laura's stream with Molly, where Molly came on, and Molly's sound was bad the entire show. Maybe it was, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, I know there's no sound. I gotta play some of it though, don't I? I think I do. So we'll play like a little bit of it.
really put himself on the map by saying I was a scam artist.
Hold on. Is your microphone on? See, Unirock did accuse her of being a scam artist. Unirock accused her, Letitia Bias, Justin for All. I keep wanting to say Justice for All. LB, like he accused everyone that was involved there of scamming, whatever, being a fraud.
On social media.
Hold on.
People have to learn that on social media, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to end up getting knocks on your door that you're not going to enjoy. How is it worth it to make $13 on a video?
Uni was driving Molly crazy, accusing her of scamming money on. It's Marvon McRae, first of all, not Marvin McRae. Accusing her of scamming money on Marvon McRae. True.
It's not worth it. People need to learn to mind their own business.
I agree.
So
I definitely agree with that. What do Steve McRae, EKC, Veda, Molly GoLightly all have in common? They all hate Unirock to the point of obsession. They white knight for Molly. All right. We're going to stop here for a second. What do I want with that? Okay. I'm gonna top off my glass of wine here. And I'm gonna say exactly what I think all that is wrong with that statement. First of all, is it Katie we hate to the point of obsession, or is it Unirock? I'm not so sure, because it seems like if we just greatly dislike someone who's a regular figure on YouTube in our community, who's regularly on there spouting bullshit, and so therefore we're regularly, reacting to it, that seems to be obsession, I guess. I don't know. See, to me though, it's not obsession. It's talking about things and people that are newsworthy or noteworthy in your community, especially when they're telling lies on you. And I get it. Heels in the Air hasn't been around this community for long or whatever. So she doesn't know the history here between like myself and anyone else with Unirock. Now, Unirock and I don't go back very far. We don't. But Heels in the Air wasn't even around for like 2021. When Unirock was accusing myself, Steve, and others, Tina, of actual fucking crimes. Like crimes against children, like with pictures and shit. So there's a reason why we have some bad blood here between us. And I get it if people don't know this or they don't understand. But I mean, surely they must be able to figure it out not long after meeting Unirock, why it is so many people greatly dislike him, because he fucks everyone over and he doesn't even care. He continues to do it. So yeah, people tend to get a little upset about that. See, and I didn't even hate Unirock the entire time. I didn't really hate him until after that shit happened. But anyway, and the white knighting for Molly, that is just fucking insulting. Like, I don't know who Heels in the Air is. I find it quite upsetting that she feels comfortable just outright insulting me like that, because that implies that I don't care about truth or facts. All I care about is doing right by Molly, trying to gain Molly's acceptance or whatever. That's a fucking insult. I don't care. And it has nothing to do with Molly. You could say that. You could tell me I'm white knighting for anyone, and it's just as much of an insult. It's not about Molly. It's about me. Okay? I can acknowledge when and if Molly does anything wrong or anything that I don't agree with, rather. I don't even want to say wrong. Just shit I don't agree with. I can acknowledge that she has done shit that other people don't agree with. I'm not arguing that. I'm not trying to take away from that. I don't care. The only thing I've ever spoke on really has been my experience with Molly. And I happen to have had a favorable experience with Molly. That makes me someone's fucking white knight. Like, argue the things I say. Argue with me the merits of the things I say, rather than just fucking trying to cut me down like that. Because that's a pussy-ass way to go about it. I'm sorry, but it is. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be insulting, even though I feel like I probably have a right to be after reading that. But I'm not. I'm really not. I mean, because I have nothing against Heels in the Air. I really don't know her. This is really the only time she's really gotten under my skin, I think. So I'm trying to make sense of it, really, but I'm not so sure I can. And also, too, I find that that's a really shitty fucking thing to say about people, because like I think about white knights, like the current definition of white knights or whatever. You know, like the nice guys or whatever. That's kind of like where white knights kind of, I don't know, meet or whatever. And that makes it, to me, a white knight is someone who is going out of their way to defend someone's honor while fully expecting something in return for it. I'm not some quid pro quo kind of person. I do something because I think it's right. I say something because I think it's right. And I don't do it in hopes to get anything in return from anyone. Because that's not what it's about. It's about what I think is right at the time. Nothing more, nothing less. And also too, like this time next year, I could be saying some really bad things about Molly for all I know. If Molly does something I think is fucked up or does something fucked up to me, then things may change. But even if that happens, it is never going to change what I think about what has happened already, what my experience with her up until this point. Even if she turns around and becomes a total bitch to me, that's not going to change the fact that I think she did some pretty fucking stellar things last year in Letitia's defense. Nothing's ever going to change that. It's a fucking white knighting. That's just me being honest. So I'm sorry. I get it though. I get that some people's hate is just so strong for Molly that they just have to hate anything and everything that's nice to Molly. Whatever. It's too bad. It really is. Because I mean, I kind of like Heels in the Air content and shit, and I kind of like her, but it's too bad that that's the route she's chosen to take. I don't know what else to fucking say about that. Anyway. Oh wait, let me make that big again. How do I do that? There we go. Okay. I said the other day that, in my opinion, Molly used JLR and EKC to out the C&D letter. Okay, wait, who? Why? How could Molly have used JLR to out his own C&D letter? Why? It's JLR's cease and desist. How did Molly use him to out his letter? That doesn't even make sense. Like, anyway, let me share something else here. So I heard this said the other night on Queen Bee's stream. That's why I made my community post, which I'm going to pull up. Oh wait, I have to go get it first. I gotta catch up on what's going on with that drama. Oh fuck! No, I don't want YouTube Studio. What am I doing? God damn it! All right. Fucking mosquitoes out here. I got bug spray on, so hopefully they don't bite me. All right, so my community post, what I put up yesterday. I'm not going to go through and read the whole post or whatever. I think I might have read it. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll read it quick. I don't know. No, I'm not going to read it. It's, well, I have to read it, I guess. Kind of adds context. Whatever. Okay. I tagged Queen Bee, the Gununia Heels in the Air, and B-Tim. Well, I tried to tag B-Tim. I couldn't find his tag. I want to first thank you very much for the opportunities you have all provided me to join the panel and discuss topics and issues in general, as well as those regarding myself. All I ever ask for is a chance to provide context and evidence to claims made by myself and others, and I'm most appreciative for those opportunities. I am often listening to Queen Bee streams either live or on the replay, but I will make an effort to listen on the replay so as to not risk my being summoned in the future. I really didn't mean that in a bitchy way. I had just heard that part of the stream where like, don't say their names, you might summon them. I laughed at it. But I realized, though, as I typed it out, how that might sound. So I wrote, this is not at all intended to sound short. I can fully appreciate when I wanted to be heard from and when I'm not. I truly do appreciate all opportunities you have provided me, especially because you all owe me nothing. On last night's stream on Queen Bee's channel, and I put a little S1 and provided links at the bottom, I heard there were some questions regarding the information and documentation I have obtained from JLR and Associates. I'd like to clear up any questions you may have and provide resources that support my answers. I realize that some people will believe what they want to believe, but for anyone simply wanting to know the facts of the matter, I'd like to provide them. My first ever contact with anyone related to the JLR Investigates YouTube channel was by submitting a press inquiry to JLR and team through the JLR Investigates website. I read and show my inquiry on my May 5th, 2015 stream. In the same stream, I then read the reply I received from a member of the team, as well as show and read the cease and desist letter that was sent to Unirock. I then do a follow-up stream on May 9th, where I read updated responses from JLR and team, as well as the lawsuit filed by JLR against Unirock. It is true that I am friendly with Molly GoLightly. Whatever, I'm not going to go into all that. It's this bottom part here. I admit that it is entirely possible that my friendly relationship with Molly might have played a role in JLR's rep responding to my inquiry and providing me the information they provided. I don't know. I'm not aware of Molly and JLR knowing each other, nor have I needed to know this. I choose to make my own way on my own merit in both my personal and professional relationships. Even if the idea had occurred to me, I never would have chosen to exploit my relationship with Molly for personal gain. If there was any nepotism involved here, it was not by my doing nor at my request. And in this last part too, I'm going to read. I do think it is worth noting that it is now realized by many that Unirock lies, and lies a shit ton, then those spouting the same bullshit as him might have also been spreading misinformation. My hope from all this is that people will take this into account when they're listening to attempts to ruin a grieving mother's reputation and relentless attacks directed at her after asking for help to achieve visitation to her dying son who lays in a coma. Not that cyberbullying is ever okay or justified, but it's especially heinous when it's done as though that's the goal. Letitia deserves to have the lies corrected and the liars exposed. Okay, so that was it. I'm going to go down to the comments now. So, right here, this comment. This is JLR's, the member of JLR's team who responded to me in the email, Magnolia. She writes, "Hi all, Magnolia here. I saw this post Aaron made and I wanted to clarify a few points. The reason we sent EKC the cease and desist letter, or cease and desist and later the lawsuit, is simply because she asked. She reached out to us via press inquiry and I was impressed by her professionalism. I had never heard of Erin or her channel prior to that. JLR and I made the decision to not discuss any pending legal actions on our channel, and we plan to handle it privately. Needless to say, we were genuinely shocked when Unirock made several public videos lying about the cease and desist, and his outrageous response is what caused the story to spread in the first place. At that point, we started getting random comments from people on our channel asking about it, but like I said, we had already decided that discussing pending litigation on our channel would be inappropriate, so we did not address it. Erin sent us a request for comment and for a copy of the cease and desist. As I said, she was extremely professional in her approach, and I could tell she handles herself with integrity, so I had no problem responding back to her with an official statement and the information she requested. So, now, I just wanted to clear that up. Now, I had already answered this kind of questioning or suspicion or whatever in the comment section of Queen Bee's stream a while back, a stream in which it was questioned or whatever spoken about. And And then after hearing that it was still being spoken about, that's when I thought, well, I already left one comment under her stream about this. I don't really want to keep leaving the same comment over and over again. So I'm going to just put a community post up on my channel and just tag them involved. And if they want to go look, they can. If not, oh well, so what? And I do realize that no matter what I say or do, there are going to be people who just are going to believe whatever the fuck they want to believe. And that's fine. Whatever. That's their right. But that doesn't mean that I have to sit back and keep quiet about it and shut up about it. I can keep correcting, reiterating the facts of the matter anytime I want. So that's what I'm going to do if I want. Okay, there. We go back to Heels in the Air. Okay.
Gonna last very long. I just don't. And it's not because I'm going to take her down. I'm not going to take anyone down. I said to Justin 2 or 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, I said, look at that. Our plan has worked. We didn't even, me and Justin already knew that Uni Rock was going to self-sabotage himself because he was such a liar.
Mm-hmm. This is all about Molly and Letitia fraud accusations. Yeah, maybe. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, when you have someone publicly to a rather decent sized audience in your online community daily talking about what a liar and a scam artist you are and what a fraud and how you took everyone's money, you don't think that might, I don't know, make an impression on you after a while? You might hold some animosity about it. I mean, who would blame you?
Mm-hmm. He didn't realize that what he stepped into is receipts or it didn't happen kind of audience. And that's what
neither Molly nor Letitia would show receipts. Well, first of all, what fucking receipts would Molly have to show? What does that even? Molly doesn't fucking owe anyone receipts. No one donated money to Molly for anything. I mean, sure, she got super chats or whatever and Patreons and whatever, but what the fuck receipt does she have to show? Why would you even include her in that? Anyway, I digress. And Letitia, well, she did end up showing receipts. She had more pressing things on her mind, like her son, who's laying in a hospital bed. I think it's a miracle he's still fucking alive, to be honest with you. But he's not, though, alive, really. I mean, he's not there. So she's been mourning the loss of her son. She's been dealing with a massive tsunami of just online fucking hate and disgust toward her, and people trying to get her arrested and shit. People trying to affect her real life. Does anyone really fucking think that her showing any receipt in the world would have qualmed that? Fuck no. They were out for blood. Her showing them a receipt would have been just antagonizing them, I think. She did end up showing receipts. She did. I mean, I myself have seen them. I myself have posted them. So, anyway.
That's what we used to do. That's what our community
used to just do.
So you got this clown over there that has no substance. He's just a big mouth. It's all.
Funny how she never mentions the cease and desist lawsuit. Well, why would she have to? It's not her lawsuit. It's not her cease and desist. She's got nothing to do with it. It's nothing to do with her. Why does she have to mention it? What the fuck is there to mention anyways? I mean, there's been no updates. There's been no updates or anything. I mean, I reached out to JLR's team the other day to see if there are any updates, and really there aren't. So why would she be mentioning it? Why would she talk about it? Well, I don't get it.
All he is, and he just wants to say very slanderous, very liable things. He can get sued. Trust me, he can be sued. He can.
She may very well know he's being sued, but I think though what she's talking about is things said involving her. I think she's saying that he can get sued for the things that involved her. Because, I mean, she's talking about her. This isn't a stream for JLR.
Will easily be sued and have easily his wages garnished. My husband has
to have wages.
well, he makes a little bit of money, but now everybody's coming after him. And I said to Justin, because Justin said to me when I was in Chicago, he said, damn, they're eating Unirock alive. And I responded.
Justin called her in Chicago about Unirock. Okay. I don't see what's so. I mean, they're like best friends. I mean, I don't think Justin called her just about Unirock, but I have no doubt that they were on the phone and they discussed Unirock. I mean,
responded, and what I said was, see, our plan worked. We had no plan. It's all sabotage. Everyone,
she just said we had no plan. Again, our plan worked. What plan and why? Well, I wouldn't blame them if they did have a plan, because they probably wanted to, if they could have made a plan to shut Unirock up, or at least shut him down from telling all these lies and shit and defaming her, that I'm sure that they would have maybe even put that plan together. They didn't, though. And she goes on to explain here, their plan was basically just sitting back and waiting for karma to take over, which I don't believe in karma, but what did transpire, it is a story that could cause people to believe it was karma. I'll put it that way. But yeah, so
you've been a witness. Everyone that's tried to come at me and attack, right? It's actually backfired on them, because they can't keep a straight story, nor can they keep a straight face.
I don't know about anyone or everyone who's like came at Molly, whether or not that's true. I really don't know. I will say that is often the case with Unirock, though, because not just with Molly, but with pretty much anyone that he's come after and tried to attack, because he really can't keep his lies straight. And he doesn't think ahead, or he doesn't think behind for the things he said or what he's going to say. He doesn't even make sense half the time. So oftentimes the things he says does backfire. Like, they're saying give someone enough rope, etc. Well, Unirock, that's all you really need to do with Unirock, is just let him have rope and he'll take care of the rest, like every time.
It's all bullshit. So with him, I'm just telling every style. Look at the way he talks about everything. Look at the way he hits on LA. Look at what he did to Letitia Bias. No matter how much proof she showed, nothing was enough.
Still nothing but JLR suing him, because this isn't about JLR. She's talking about herself, her experience. And when she was going through her experience, that was at the same time Unirock was attacking those around her, like Letitia, like LB. That's what she's talking about. She's not talking about today. I mean, I don't know why everyone's expecting Molly to be talking about JLR anyway. I can't really recall any time she's ever talked about JLR. Like before she was taken off YouTube, I don't recall her talking about JLR. Why are people expecting her to be talking about him now?
No,
I don't know that from the
look at the way he carries himself. Look at the way he speaks. It's ridiculous. That's not a man. And he does have 2 children that he does not pay for. And I know that Laura is insanely against deadbeat dads. He's got 2 of them.
Okay. I don't know if Molly's, but did Molly put the information out? Because that's what makes it a dox. I think we've been through this with Uni already. But I'm going to be honest here. Everyone knows this about Uni. Everyone. His information has been out there time and time again. I'm not saying it's right, and it doesn't justify anyone else putting it out there again. I'm just saying, if anyone puts it out there again, sure, they're wrong. But I don't think that they're doing any more damage, because everyone already fucking knows this.
He has 2 children, and he fights, and they're still little.
How is this her business? I'm going to say that it's her business, because Unirock has attacked her time and time again. So she's reacting to that. That's why I'm going to say it's her business. So yeah.
That's not a man. And anyone that supports.
I don't know what the rest is about.
And that woman, that grandmother was, and that girl was close to getting away with what she did to that baby. And then you're going to tell me that some lunatic
I don't know.
person with a...
The rest of the stream, I have no idea what the fuck it's about, so I'm just going to skip it. I don't know who Savannah is. I don't know anything else. Yeah, this part here. I never sent anyone to coincidental. So I have no idea what any of that's about, and I don't give a shit. I didn't even look at the comments. Why is she lying? Like, why is Nonsense lying her fucking ass off? Right here. This is what's bullshit. Isn't it ironic that she said receipts or it didn't happen, as they had an entire year to show them and have showed nothing? They've showed nothing. Nothing's been showed. Is that what you're saying? Because there's some bullshit and you know it. You know it. You've commentated on the receipts shown. Why are you fucking lying? That makes the slightest sense. Besides, they used a man's tragedy to make bank. Oh, no, bitch. That would be you. You used that man. You used that man trying to kill himself and now lay in a coma. You used that to make your channel, to make your presence online, to make your fucking bank right now. You have used that to a T. You've used the fuck out of, you fucking slapped a straddle on, or fucking, you straddled that shit. You fucking put harness on it. You rode that shit. That's what you did. You rode that shit into a fucking ditch. That was you, Becky. That was you. What's the word I was looking for there, though? It wasn't straddle. What's that the thing you put on the horse's back that you sit on the seat? What the fuck is that called? Can't remember now. Anyway. I don't know what that means. Wow. Thank you for that. Thank you. That was awesome. Yeah, you're right, Black Wolf. You're right. Okay. All right, let me check chat. I haven't even looked at chat, like, probably since I started playing that video. My bad. Hi, Sue. Oh, how is South Carolina? Oh, I hope you're having a great time. Thank you, Wonderlust. Thank you for that kind statement. Thank you. Wonderlust says, one time I asked Nonsense why she had an issue with you. All she and her mod said, you were problematic. Yeah, they're all still calling Molly, Justin, Ellen, Letitia scammers to this day, and sees everyone else that doesn't agree with them as having issues. Yeah, I mean, see, this is the thing. It doesn't make sense to why we all can't just agree to disagree on this. Like, some people can, sure, but there's a select few who are just incredibly, like, almost militantly resistant to that concept, to agreeing to disagree. Like, they're forcing this to the point of like radicalism, almost like extremism. That's how forceful they are to convert everyone to their point of view. And I have to ask myself why that is. I mean, this can't be just a simple case of wanting to be right or needing to be right. No, this has to be more to it. I don't know. Like my first response, my first reaction, my first thought, whatever, is that they're doing it because they're employed to or they're entrusted to by someone for some reason. I mean, nothing else makes sense to me. I don't know. I think, oh, that's right, Kira. I forgot about that. She says, I think your message did not reach the intended audience. I also know Heels was here at one point, but felt the male friend you had was giving her a hard time. See, that's okay. Even if that were true, that's not my responsibility. Now, if it's insulting, if it's insightful, if it's like demeaning, if it's threatening, then yeah, of course I'm going to step in and take control of that aspect of the chat as it's happening. But if it's just discourse, I mean, how can you not allow for that? Like, how can you not learn to handle that? Because it's a part of life. I mean, it has to be. How else do we move on and evolve? How else do we better ourselves if we don't have discourse? I mean, we need it. So, and nobody owes you complete and total comfortableness online. You have to expect to feel uncomfortable at times, reasonably so. So, I don't know. Okay, I think that Laura put a response under this message, and some of you or some of the high panelists felt it proved a connection to you and Molly just a bit off. Well, I mean, I like Laura. I like Molly. I mean, if that's a connection, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I also like Queen Bee. I've had, well, with the exception of one time, I've had, pretty pleasant experiences on over there on her panel. So, I mean, does that mean that we're connected? I mean, what does a connection even mean? Like, what constitutes a connection being a connection? Just knowing someone and not hating their guts? I mean, I don't know. I feel like just with the exception of a few, I'm able to get along with most people. And I just feel like if so long as I do that, then I'm going to have a whole lot of people disliking me. That doesn't make sense, though, to me. But, yeah. Did you watch the original? No, I didn't watch the original Haunting. I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss, Indigo Halo. I know you said he's been gone for a long time, but still, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss too, terroristic Chihuahua. Nobody has any, to my knowledge, Wonderlust, nobody has any updates on Vaughn. Honestly, the only place I can really think to get any updates from would be watching Dre's live streams. But whether or not she'll share anything or whether or not she'll be honest about it is another story. But I don't see who else could possibly have them. I don't know if he were to pass, if she would be, if you could reasonably expect her to even announce it or say anything. I don't know. And I keep hearing you say nanny, nanny, boo boo, stick your head in poo poo. The stream I was just playing was, I think it was Laura's stream on YouTube, but Molly was a guest. Yeah, okay, Greenworm already answered. You guys see? Okay. Oh no, Haunting Haley, they included that. I heard that in the video I just played. Molly did say our plan worked. We didn't have a plan. They did allow that follow up. They didn't acknowledge it though. I mean, it played in that short video clip, and then it showed Heels in the Air asking your plan. Why would you need a plan? You know, that's so they didn't acknowledge her saying that. Oh. God damn it. What is it with these glasses? They're older wine glasses. See, I love these glasses. I have a whole set of them, different sizes and everything. They're so pretty, but they're like from the 1950s. Probably getting cancer and shit just drinking out of it somehow. I don't know. Saddle. Thank you, Wonderlust. A fucking saddle. Thank you. I kept thinking straddle. Not, God damn it. What I was saying would have sounded so much cooler had I had the right word right when I needed it and just continued on. It would have came out so much cooler. Now it just sounds like a joke, but whatever. I still mean it. It was nonsense. Nonsense exploited the fuck out of the McRaes. Nonsense started her whole coverage of this, slamming Dre McRae, insinuating, suggesting that she was in fact the one responsible for where Marvin ended up, to the point to where she even said that the police needed to go and get the hard drive for these security cameras that were out and around, because one of them was surely to be facing the shed and would have totally captured what it was she was up to that morning, you know. And then someone else even made the comment like, oh, surely she's erased it by now. And Nonsense followed that up with, yeah, that's the thing. She's had like so many weeks to like cover her tracks. And then Nonsense even said something like, were you planning this the entire year? Because she's commentating on a live stream of Dre McRae's January of 2022. And so Nonsense is like, was this your plan all along? Is this when you made your plan or some shit? Nonsense talked like that about Dre McRae for weeks. Those things, those comments, those posts are still up on her Facebook pages. Yes, plural pages. They're still there. She hasn't taken anything down. She hasn't apologized for anything in particular. She hasn't walked back anything or explained it. She's just said, oh, I no longer hold the same belief. Blah, blah, blah. That's it. But she doesn't specify anything. That's not a fucking apology. That's just her trying to get out of being blamed for shit. On top of that, she has talked nonstop about the McRaes, and even in videos not about the McRaes, she had the McRaes tagged in them for, I don't know, for months after the fact, when she was trying to move on to other content or focusing solely on Molly. She still had the McRaes tagged on her videos. So she is someone from the true crime or whatever, scammer or whatever community, scamming the fuck out of everyone and exploiting a man laying on his back in a fucking coma. One of our vets, as she likes to point out. That's who she fucking exploited. And she built her channel. Go look at her YouTube channel. I implore you. I beg you all. Go look at her channel. Go look at the numbers of subs she has. Go look at her comment section. Go look at it all. All that engagement, you see everything she got from exploiting Marvin McRae and his family. Nothing else. Because she didn't talk about fuck anything else. Nothing else did she talk about. Molly, a little bit, but this was after she already made her name, kind of, you know, but even still, Molly was the connection to Marvin. That's who she fucking exploited. That's the only person who exploited this family, was her. Wasn't Molly. Was her. Oh, God, fucking pisses me off. Yeah. Unirock totally did do it to himself. I mean, he always does. He always does. I don't know. He just, it's almost, it's almost dumb. It's dumbfounding, really, to watch how he does it to himself. Like, how is someone that stupid? You think that they must be doing it on purpose, because it takes a minimal amount of effort to not sell yourself out every fucking time. But he does it. Sorry. My elbow keeps hitting the fucking keyboard. Anyways, that's about all I had planned for tonight. I'll be honest. That was it. I don't really have anything else planned. I don't know. I am going to wrap this up shortly because I'm getting bit up. Apparently I sprayed myself, but I didn't spray my feet. My toes are getting bit up. I don't want to get bit up. I don't really have anything else planned. Is anyone else going live tonight? I wouldn't mind watching some live streams myself. Hi, DC. Hey, Randa Smith, by the way. Hi, Go Ask Alice. Greenworm. Haunting Haley. Hi. Heather Logan. Andy, what's up? Heather McDonald. Sunny D. Hi. Dirty Uncle Sal. Hi. Fucking motorcycles. Oh my God, they're so loud. Drive me nuts. Oh, I can share with you, though, the update response from Magnolia real quick. I mean, it's not much of an update, but still, at least confirmation that there not being an update is still kind of an update. You know what I mean? So they said, we are certain, because I asked it for updates. I said, do we know that first, is it been verified or whatever that Unirock has been served? And has there been any confirmation on whether or not he has acquired legal counsel? And is there any other updates? To which I was told, for certain, the lawsuit was served at his mother's house, but we are still unclear on where he actually lives. There has been no response, and we have no indication he has obtained legal representation. Whether he was physically served is irrelevant, though, because by acknowledging the suit on his public YouTube channel, he's been served. That's true. In Ohio, I guess we believe he has whatever, or he and those named in the suit have 28 days to respond. If there is no response after a month, we will seek default judgment. We are aware he has continued his false statements about being quote unquote doxxed. And in the event he does respond, we'll consider adding additional claims and defendants to the suit. But as of now, it doesn't look like he has plans to respond at all. So basically no update. And I just want to add to, in reference to how people just want to believe or are convinced that the only reason why I got any of the information or whatever from JLR's team from Magnolia is because, it's only because of me and Molly are friends. Therefore, I'm tied to JLR or some shit like that. I realize people would think that no matter what. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I really don't. But I hope that people realize that wasn't the case, though, too, because if they're ever in a position that they themselves want to reach out and obtain information, dude, just do it. Just do it, because more often than not, people appreciate just being asked, being asked in a professional, direct manner and in private, and especially if you come at the question of, can you verify that you did this, or can you verify that this is true? Don't come at it like that, because then it sounds like you're just looking for verification to your own bias. Ask for clarification on whether or not what someone is saying is true or not, and really come at it from that point of view, because that's all that should matter anyway. This isn't about your bias. This is about what you want to be true, which, I mean, really think about it too. Why I keep explaining, I don't know how to explain this. Like, when, okay, say for example, Katie and Union Rock lying about Miss Letitia. Okay. Now, if I were to stumble across definitive proof showing that that was the case, I don't know what it would look like, but whatever. Let's just say that there's some sort of proof that proves this, without a doubt. I wouldn't be happy about that, because that would mean that I was correct and that they actually did victimize these people. They created all this trouble and this stress and this anxiety and turmoil for these people. I wouldn't want that to be true for these people and for all those involved, because that would mean an entire community too online was duped into believing this. I don't want that to be true, so I would never be happy to find that proof. But I would find, if it were true, I would be happy that I found the truth, proving that it were true. But I wouldn't be happy that I got to help make it true. I don't know how to explain that. I'd be happy that the truth was getting out there, but I would not be happy that that was the truth. I think that's the best way to put it. So that's, if you want to know the answer to any kind of situation like that, your hopes and your wants should really just rely nowhere else but just finding out the truth. You should have no dog in this fight on what that truth is, though, because that shouldn't matter. You don't want people to actually be as shitty as you think that they are, because that sucks. It sucks for everyone involved. It's better, in my opinion, that just people aren't that shitty. But if they are going to be shitty, then I think people should know about it. So I don't know. I think I'm drunk now. Probably don't even make sense. So sorry, I keep coughing. I am going to wrap this up though now. I've just about gone an hour. I'm in the bushes with Moderate. I want to be in the bushes with Moderate. Moderate, can I come eat with you in the bushes? Indigo Halo, I think that you have a point there. See, I don't think that they're like overtly racist. I don't think that. But I do think that there's like this like underlying racism. And I think that probably going to piss a lot of people off. I think that that's true for the majority of white people in the United States anyways. It's not a conscious choice, or it's not anything we intend or we want, but just it's hard to be raised in this country as a white person and not, unknowingly be racist at times. So I think that the racism we're talking about here is not an overtly racism, but I do think it's there nonetheless. I mean, I can't remember a time Katie has ever gone at someone who was in such a position in life where they were grieving, like openly grieving. I mean, like reading those messages, those DMs between Letitia and Katie Joy, like Letitia was opening up to her and shit. And then Katie Joy turned around and shit all over her. And then fucking riled up a good portion of the internet to fucking join her. I mean, can't think of anyone Katie has ever done that to that was in some sort of position in their life that Letitia was in, except for Letitia. And then to hear Katie make a point to mention how Letitia carries a gun with her and she took it across state lines. Like, really? You know, who who wants to be an advocate and everything for people being senselessly brutalized and killed by police, you are now going to throw that out into the internet. Really? You're a piece of shit. You know? You are now weaponizing racism for your favor, in your favor. You're weaponizing the fact that racism exists, and you're hoping that it does your bidding for you. Like, fuck you for that. What is the date that we should hear anything about Uni and JLR lawsuit? Well, I don't know, but according to the email I got, they said that they believe in Ohio, Uni Rocket and Party has 28 days to respond. If there's been no response after a month, we will seek default judgment. Well, when was he served? It was like the beginning of May, wasn't it? Like May 7th or something? I think it was May 7th or 8th or something. So I would say by mid-July, maybe, there should be some sort of update on record, maybe. Mid-June, not July. Mid-June, I think that there will be some sort of update on record. That's my guess. Did you see the handwritten letters in QB's chat? No, I haven't. Well, Laura's going live at 9:30. Oh, shit. I'm guessing not 9:30 Eastern time because it's 10 p.m. now Eastern time. But, all right. I'm going to sign off, though. I hear Michael yelling inside. I think he needs a break from the dog. We think she's starting her heat. So we're going to have to get her fixed soon. But we're kind of like, I don't know. We're in disagreement on when to do it. Like, I think the sooner the better. But he's like, no, everything online says that she needs to go through it for a couple months or whatever. I'm like, I don't think that's the case. I know. But I don't know. The vet says 1 year, but I think the vet's full of shit. Yeah, thanks. I know, right? Yay, I went on before 1 a.m. All right, I'm out of here. So, good night, everyone. I'll see you around later. If you guys are in other streams, I'm sure I'll see you around. So, thanks for being here. Bye. Oh, wait, I can do my outro. That's right.